What's going on out there? I know most of y'all don't know me. None of y'all really know me. But I'm here today to tell you some real shit. And it ain't gonna be easy for me to say this, but I feel like this might be that time that maybe I can help somebody else, because I wasn't able to help myself, and I only realized that, a little bit too late. So let me just get straight to the point. So 8 years ago, 7.5 years ago, I met this girl. And I don't know what it was that stood out about her to me. I don't know what it was that, caught my eye about her, but something did. And, me being the person I am, I know that doesn't happen for no reason, okay? People come in our lives for a reason. There's a reason why certain people walk by you and you don't pay any attention to them, and other people walk by you, stop, speak to you, maybe hear your story, whatever it is, but for some reason that person comes into your life. For some reason that person was put in your path. And a lot of the times we as people, male, female, whatever, tend to overlook that, tend to take it for granted, tend to think that, oh, I'm important enough, they'll want and they'll always want to be a part of me, be a part of my life. There's a lot about myself that I really had no idea about. None. And we're only talking 7.5 years ago. 7.5 years ago, I can say that I did not know that the things that would happen in the last 7.5 years would happen. I had no idea. None. And that goes for everything. I didn't know I'd meet the girl that I'd fall crazy in love with, that I would just think the world of, that, I would literally give up everything for. Everything. Everything. And for those of y'all, for all of y'all who don't know me, it started like this. I was dating a girl, and things got real rough between her and I. Not necessarily because of her and I. It was more so external forces. And I was looking for her to step up. It was going to take a choice. She was going to have to make a choice. And I'm not saying that I was the right choice, and I'm not saying what she picked was the right choice. But I was put in a position where it was either a life of lies, or I don't even know what the word is. What is the word for when your girlfriend's parents aren't for interracial relationships, and that's exactly what y'all are. What's the word for if you don't leave him, we're going to kick you out and disown you? What is the word for, lying for 2 years about our relationship to the people that matter the most to you? What is the word for that? Well, I don't really know. And it felt like I wasn't important enough for her to do those things. Was I in a position to be the best man for her? No. I made a lot of mistakes in my past, a lot of things I'm not proud of. But when the day came and I had to stand for my judgment, guess what? I stood for every judgment that I've ever had to take. Whether I was alone, with somebody, did it, didn't do it. That's just the person that I am. Well, when I met the person who I thought was, who I feel is the person that I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life, I had a choice. I could stay with what I knew, the lies, all the dishonesty, or I could go and take a risk. Take a risk in the unknown. Take a risk in that I could step up and be a man. And I was ready to take on the world. I wasn't afraid of anything. And the more and more, the fire was put to my back, the harder I pushed, the harder I tried. I went from being homeless, not even sleeping on my friends' couches. I didn't even have any friends. I didn't have any friends who had couches that could let me sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? I barely had friends who had a floor. I barely knew anybody that could help me just for the basic needs. Homeless. Sleeping on the bench, sleeping in stairwells, sleeping in wherever I could find. Doorways of the back of buildings, in alleys. I was almost robbed. Waking up and people are walking past you. You're just sitting up against the wall. You know what I mean? No job. No steady job. Still trying to live a life that I couldn't keep up with. And then two things happened. One, I found out I was having a child. At the same time, almost, that I found out I was having a child, I met the girl I feel is the girl of my dreams. The girl that I love with so much passion. So much of my heart goes out to this girl. And so I made the choice to leave my daughter's mother to try something new, start something new, to venture out into the unknown. We slept in cars. We slept at people that she knew, homes of people that she knew. Sometimes I could, get in there, get a shower, get something to eat maybe. But for the most part, we started out with nothing. And so together we found a job. We worked hard, struggled. Some nights I don't even know how we ate. I remember having ramen noodles in the house. There's nothing wrong with ramen noodles. Shout out to my noodle people. But we were both willing to fight for the future that we wanted. What I didn't know was that I was fighting my inner demons as well. I didn't know that once I got stable, once I had my child, my daughter, the love of my life, next to my wife, you know what I'm saying? My wife comes first, always. That's just the way it is. She's the queen, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that once having a stable life around me would cause my demons to turn to chaos. I didn't know how strong things that you think don't matter in your life really fucking matter in your life. You know what I'm saying? Being molested as a child or early teen, maybe even as a child, having your mom leave you, put you up for, into foster care at the age of 2, you and your brother, you know what I'm saying? Never knowing your dad, watching your biological mom as you finally got the chance to go back and live with her, get arrested after she took you on the crime, while her and her friend did whatever, whether she knew, didn't know, was a part of it, wasn't a part of it, whatever. 7-year-old boy in the back seat. Somebody ends up dead. 7-year-old boy being left in D.C., locked in a car while his mom's working overnight. Told to get sleep. Told to be ready for school the next day. Watching your mom get arrested, coming home, finding detectives in your house, you know what I'm saying? Just waiting for y'all to get home so they can arrest your mother in front of you. Having your apartment robbed, all your Christmas presents stolen. 7 years old. Being split up from your brother. And then when, you act out, when your behaviors get too strong, everybody thinks you have a problem. You're crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're out of control. So they take you from all your friends and put you in a boarding school, all boys school, where 2 older boys abuse you sexually. Nobody talks about it. You get no help, no type of therapy. You just put back in the world and expect it to somehow adjust to the shit that's going on out here. To feel equal. To never know if you can actually trust somebody. Because in your eyes, everybody that you've ever trusted ends up leaving anyways, or is not there for you, neglects you. Having an adoptive mother who's so resentful of the way that you are because of the way that you came into this world, because of the way that you were brought up as a child, the shit that I've gone through. I'm resented by my own adopted mother. Like, I asked for these problems. And then when you finally think that you have a chance to try to get some answers. I had a chance. 1 year. I left my adopted mother to go live with my real mom. And people ask me all the time, do you think that that was a smart idea? To leave the stability, to go to the unknown? Well, let me ask you. If you had a chance to meet your real mother, to finally get to know the person that you held on to and kept in your memories fresh every day, all day, for 18 years, 19 years, and you finally get a chance to live with that person, to actually get to know that person, and then people want to look at you like, man, you crazy. Why would you do that? And you get 1 year. 1 year and she passes away from cancer. Waited my whole life. I waited my whole fucking life. But I meet the girl of my dreams. I'm lucky enough. I'm lucky enough to have met her. In the last 7 years, have not been easy at all. It didn't start easy. It didn't get easier. But no matter what, no matter fucking what, I love this girl. I was willing to do whatever it took to make sure that we got what we needed. I was willing to do whatever it took. What I didn't realize was that the whole time I thought I was being unselfish, my demons on the inside were causing me to be real selfish. Causing me to act out. Causing me to show behaviors that really aren't me. They really aren't. It's all this confusion that's up in my head. All this stuff that I haven't figured out yet. All this stuff I never got guidance on. How does a man learn to be a man without a father? No father figure, no man in my life. Should you feel sorry for me? No, you shouldn't feel sorry for me. People have it worse than me. That's not the point. I don't need people's pity. I don't need people to feel sorry for me. All I ask is understand that just because I walk around with a smile on my face, just because, when you meet me the first day, I'm not angry, yelling, letting you know how shitty my life is, doesn't mean that I don't have problems. Doesn't mean that every day is perfect for me. Okay? I don't even have to worry about the little everyday problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to worry about that. I got to worry about why didn't my father want to be in my life? Why would my mother choose to go to jail instead of being the mother that I needed her to be? Why was I the person that two boys decided that I should be their victim? And so here we are today. The love of my life, my world, my queen, hates my guts. She hates my guts for everything that I've become. And so after 7.5 years, I have to say it. But she's divorcing me. I have fought and fought and fought and fought, yelled, screamed, cried, pleaded, begged, apologized. Everything that I could possibly do. But it's too late. It's too late. Whether I give up everything or not, whether I turn my life over to Christ, she's done. And I'm heartbroken. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. I just sit. I don't even move. I can't move. I can't do anything. And the only thing that plays in my head is just take the easy way out. Go ahead. Why not? Have a break. Give yourself a rest. Just take the easy way. Nothing about my life has been the easy way. Not one thing. Not school. Not my family life. Not my personal life. Dealing with my daughter's mother. And every day I fight. Every day I kick, scream, scratch, bite, whatever. Because I know that I deserve to be here. I deserve to have a life. My name is Michael Tillman. Her name is Jennifer Tillman. She may have switched it back to her maiden name, Jennifer Getka, Gettke. And I hope one day if you meet her, if you just happen to be so lucky, stop and say hello. Because she's actually a really nice person. Really wonderful person. And I'm sorry that my demons were able to infect her in any way. Infect. And effect. Affect. Excuse me. Affect her. Never did I want to hurt her. Never did I want to be away from her. Never did I want her to ever feel any type of negativity about me, for me, or from me. My message to all you guys out there and all you girls: if you know that you are dealing with something, if you know that there are things inside of you that just push and try to drag you down and take you places you don't want to go, get help before it's too late. Before you lose the ones in your life that you love. Because I'm about to lose my wife, which will also help me to make it more difficult between me having more of a presence in my daughter's life. So no, I don't need one to get the other, but with the shakeup at home means a shakeup there as well. That's the domino effect. And it's not her fault. It's not my daughter's fault. It's not my wife's fault. It's not my baby mama's fault. It's my fault. And so I made this video to let everybody in the world who sees this motherfucker know, one, I love my wife with all my heart. Whether she divorces me or not, she will always be my world, my queen. I will always fight for her. To this day, I will still lay down my life for her. Two, to be able to be there for somebody, to be a positive person in somebody's life, you need to be sure that you're able to be a positive person to yourself. I exhibit a lot of self-destructive behaviors. I have forever. Since I was a child. This is via my soul, via my eyes.